particularly good orbiting. It just means you had some good enough time on target.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating. I know I
It
could
is.
be doing better, and I'm just not.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off.
So, like like a mentor in the server. I don't know if you've ever talked to him. Called Jabba. Um,
I've talked to Jabba, yeah.
yeah, Jabba. He said something to me which I kind of agree with. He said you're basically a victim of too much advice, so I'm not gonna take any.
I don't think I have that attitude.
No, no, not intentionally. Like, not like I'm grumpy now. I'm gonna do it intentionally. More like subconsciously.
So many people say so many different fucking things. I
Yeah,
take it into
yeah.
account.
It is an Axie
That's weird.
classic. Take everything with a grain of salt, of course.
Yeah.
Especially take advice from the people who've actually watched you play.
The issue is I do stream all my attempts, and I've gotten like fucking 30 people watching a couple of them, so it's I don't know who all has watched my fucking gameplay.
Nah, I mean, you know. Okay, I will narrow it down further. Anyone who has watched like within the last day or two.
That doesn't narrow it down. I'm streaming for. I've been doing attempts for. I've played a grand total of 3 days of trying attempts.
But a lot of improvement can happen over that time, you know?
Yeah.
Development successful. Programming limit drone.
Is my AFMU out? My AFMU is out. That does
Do
suck about
you,
the 1A. Like, goddamn.
so do you have any other AX ships?
No.
Okay. So because don't get this wrong, I don't like I'm not telling you to just use another
I
ship,
know the
but
Mamba is awful. I know. Trust me.
I see now the reason. If you only have the Mamba, of course, it's a pain in the ass to build another one.
I also just really like the Mamba. It's my favorite ship. I went in
Okay.
knowing this was not a good ship.
Okay, fair enough. Taken the hard way. It just means you're gonna be that much better at when you're in a proper ship.
Yeah. Like, once I get off this, I'm going to start trying out the Challenger. I'd
You
go
should
the
probably
Crusader.
start with the
but I like
Chieftain.
blue. I just don't like the Chieftain. It's too flighty. I just don't like the way it feels. I like
What,
slower.
too flighty?
I like heavier ships. It's just too flighty. It's too twitchy. I
I
like
wouldn't describe
heavier
the
ships.
Chieftain as twitchy. Okay.
Yeah, like I fly
You can
this.
put
I
the
fly
military hull. You can put the military hull on the Chieftain, and it's gonna make it a lot less zippy.
Yeah.
But I guess you can also put the military hull on the Challenger and make it less
I was
zippy
gonna
than
go the Crusader, but
or the Crusader.
I do like
Yeah.
the blue. But goddamn,
There,
is that ship
just
not worth
saying,
fucking putting on?
just saying, there is a reason why the Chieftain is like
Oh, yeah,
considered the
I know.
meta learning platform.
Yeah. I know there are definitely better ships to do this in. I'm not arguing this is a good ship to learn on at all.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do. Just saying, it is rough to learn on.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Hull integrity compromised. Under attack. Taking damage.
One thing I need to figure out is how long I can be in that range before it fucking lightnings me.
Uh, you don't ever even want to go into that. It starts lightning at 750 meters,
Yeah, like
so
there, I
just don't
think
ever go
that,
below 800.
I think that was a decent orbit.
Sorry to say this, but no.
How not good was it?
Terrible. If if you want to hear the truth.
What could I
Um,
have done better in that scenario?
So, okay, so how like I and a lot of people do it is try to keep the interceptor's trail going horizontally, right? Using your lateral thrusters.
Thing is, this
And
ship, I have to have it above me. It does
yeah,
not
yeah,
turn
yeah.
fast
No,
enough.
no, it is correct, correct. Just but like going from left to right or right to left. And also what you did there was what we talked about is you flipped your ship 180 degrees and canceled all momentum.
Yeah, I didn't quite start going up there. I was just going down still.
Try and you this is gonna sound counterintuitive, but try and use roll less. Just use roll to
Keep it in the
keep the
sights.
trail horizontal. I don't know how the yaw and the pitch is on the Mamba, but
It's
if you have a good
fucking...
yaw,
No, it has to be
you have a good
pitch.
yaw.
No, when it's close, it has to be pitch.
I just saw right there you have a much better yaw than a pitch.
Fucking excuse me?
Well, you're going max speed now.
Flight assist on.
No, even at the lower, like, fucking... You know what? I'll boost away. I have the speed to make it. Let me go to EDSY and read out its fucking stats. So its yaw speed is 10, its pitch is 30. It's 3 times as better on pitch than yaw. The fuck are you talking about, dude?
Hold on.
Flight assist
Let me
on.
just
I'm
fact check
looking at
myself.
that right now. Pitch 30 degrees a second, yaw 10 degrees a second. This cannot yaw. It has to pitch.
Just give me a second.
I'm looking at the numbers on EDSY. It's right there.
Programming liquid drone.
Like, I can go show you prior attempts where I was trying to yacht, and it was just
So
not even close.
so I'm gonna say that the stock chieftain has a 92 degrees roll and a 16 degrees yaw, and the yaw is much better. So,
Yeah,
or
this
not much
has
better,
a...
but the same. So there's like a kind of ratio to it.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
this
it's not
does
gonna
have
be
a
90,
really
90.
bad... This I'll boost away just so I can drop into the actual speed, and show you how not good the yawing is.
Very gladly, because I'm just it looked like the yaw was a lot better.
Flight assist off.
Yeah.
That's the yaw. That's in blue.
Okay. What's the pitch? Okay, I
I-
stand
I-
corrected.
I
Sorry.
need-
It looked like the yaw was better.
Yeah, again, I went and I read out the numbers, dude. Like, this thing's yaw is bad. To keep the interceptor in sights, so we have learned from experience it
No,
has
but
to be vertical.
so you're right about the yaw, but the way you argued it was wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Because the chieftain also has 90, 60, 92 and 16.
This doesn't have
And
92-16. This has 30-10.
Yeah, but
It has it has almost half the fucking pitch speed, and half the yaw speed.
oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. 30. It has the chieftain has 35, 16.
Yeah,
And you have what?
30-10.
Yeah. So the yaw is a little bit, a little worse. Actually, a bit worse.
Significantly. That is.
Yeah.
Oh, that is. It's at
No, I'm
least
just
40%.
I'm just being nitpicky
Let's say
about the way you argued it.
Yeah.
Because there's not going to be 16-16 yaw or 30-30 yaw. There's like different absolute values. Okay, let's see this insert. Try and keep the trail on one side using roll.
Went too far away. I needed to boost forward. I needed to accelerate forward earlier.
Yep.
Too much D. Slow that down a bit. So ramming, so boost out, get ahead of it.
Boost one more.
It should be swinging around. That felt
Ah, but you're
longer than
losing so
usual.
much range. Now it's Basilisk Realm is exceptionally long.
Yeah.
Okay, so try and keep the trail going horizontally on one side, and try and keep it that way, and just try to keep in range.
Yeah.
And like using your lateral thrusters to control range. In this case, left to close range and right to widen. Is this good?
Under attack.
This is what a stable orbit looks like. Now you roll a little bit. Okay, or yeah, you know. That was really good though. That was what a really stable orbit looks like. Also, hello Java.
Hey.
I'm not trying to orbit, I'm just trying to keep cool and let the Thargon get in range.
Yep, that's good. Very good. No, don't boost.
No, look at the
Well, it's
fucking
gonna
radar. Yeah, look at the fucking radar. I am boosted
You were,
away
I
from
mean,
that.
you were so far away that you could have basted them all and just boosted through.
I don't know the exact range of the Thargon, but I'm not gonna risk full eating a fucking suicide swarm.
You were at 3 kilometers, which is the ideal range to bait the missiles, basically.
It's less about range and more about velocity, but yeah, 3k is a decent.
Yeah, 3k and backwards momentum.
Attack.
Well, in theory, you can be 500 meters away and be going backwards fast enough. It's a weird thing, but yeah, you are right in saying the 3k and backwards is fine.
So right now it's still enraged.
Yep, which just means they need to avoid crossing over them because the swarm isn't aggroed yet.
No, the swarm is agitated. This is what I meant. Sorry.
No, it's a new swarm. It's not agitated.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
new
these swarms
swarm.
are agitated.
Okay. Okay.
Don't talk to him like that. That's rude.
Huh?
What?
It's a very rude tone.
Oh, I wasn't meant to be rude. The only time I meant to be a little like, what the fuck are you talking about, is when he tried to tell me the yaw speed on this is good. And that one I was more of a, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
I said that I was wrong on that. I
Yeah.
immediately said, but you said you argued that it would be good if it had 90-90, which the values
No,
are just not comparable.
No, I didn't.
Under attack.
What?
Yo, Harry, you want to do some PV?
Heat sink deployed.
What? Wait, what are you talking
I
about?
need to I need to like shower and clean up my flat and everything.
Wait,
Well, how
what?
about you do that and then we do some PV?
Yeah, but it's gonna be like, so I want to watch like at
Wait,
least
wait.
till the end of this run.
What do you mean I argued 90-90 would make it good?
No, not 90-90. Basically, you assumed that to have the same amount of yaw and the same amount of pitch, you have the exact same absolute numbers, which is
No, I just said
Not
the
the
pitch on this was very bad and told you, and the yaw on this was very bad and told you the numbers. I didn't say it'd be good if it had the same. I just said it has really shit. Here's the numbers.
It's such a useless thing to argue about.
I don't even know what we're arguing about at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just focus on your orbit, because when you actually said, when you actually did what I said to do, your orbit was perfect, basically.
Where are we at? We doing drills or what? Just fighting?
He's kind of drilling, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So this is really good.
Is he still
A little bit
flightless?
forward, yeah.
Back in a moment.
Stalled.
Yep. But do you see how when you try and keep the trail static, that you have like good orbits?
I'm not really trying to keep the trail static as much as I am just trying to keep the damn thing above me so I can pitch in time.
No, sorry, maybe phrased weirdly, but do you see how your last two orbits were so much better than everything you did before?
I wouldn't say that last one I did before that was good. That one was kind of rough. Yeah, like when I'm not needing to roll, it's better.
Yeah.
Although this one is one where I'm stalling out.
No, you're not. You're not. You were okay. You just needed to go downward right and forward.
Going down right was what was stalling me. And with Thar going right there, I personally thought it was better there to try to re-establish orbit. With how the Thargon's heading towards me, how my speed was cutting down.
TFW learning flagless.
Another boost. And now, yes, counter thrust.
Is he boosting in
what?
pairs yet, or are we not there yet?
But doing what?
Boosting in pairs.
What does that mean?
Well, you know when you boost Dobby, you have to boost in pairs.
He's not boost orbiting you. He's just rearm chasing.
At this point, this run is less about killing it, more about trying to figure out the orbiting.
Yeah, you're drilling, which is very good. This is good. Very good. Forward. More forward, you're losing speed. Or more downward, sorry.
Give up
That
this, give up this, reorbit, I got the exert, that's good practice, I don't need to pop the heart, I need to focus on not getting fucking molested.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Programming.
Yeah, I could have tried to go for the heart there, but honestly, well, heart, the orbit practice is a bit more valuable, and I don't want to get fucking
Yes.
schmacked by that fucking, I don't want to get schmacked by that fucking swarm here.
My goat is starting to believe.
You fuckers, I know you're in range, fire, I know you fuckers touched me.
Under attack. Taking damage.
Yeah, they are firing. Oh, never mind. It's just blinking because whatever.
I know they fucking, there we go.
Yep, there they are.
It's like, I know they touched me.
So I wanted to ask, right? Error, you have this funny roll there. Is that a staff roll?
Wait, I have a roll?
Yeah, what is it called? Cobento? What kind of?
Oh, oh. It is a challenge, like a timed challenge
It's a
going on
collective
right
thing,
now.
So we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh,
If you look at the Capens in a super secret Smurf, you'll see what it is.
yeah.
Wait, Smurf, I swear you were practicing for Coben.
Yes, I was just kidding. I was
So
just
you know if you
making
do
it-
Coben, you
Wait,
get a
what
badge
the
for it.
fuck?
Yeah.
That is the Coben badge she's got. It's not a staff roll.
However, however, the only other role that has a star in it is staff.
But it's a different kind of star.
Yeah.
Also, I've got Cobentagon too. And I can disconnect people in this call, so it's clearly that's what it is. It's staff.
So true.
Exactly. Yes.
I actually love the fact I can disconnect people in Thingy.
That was good. Another boost. Forward and right.
Yep. There has not been an entire time during those boosts where I wasn't fucking holding right. I was fucking trying.
It is what it is.
And I'm just fucking face tanking it. There we go.
Yeah,
Now we get-
cause of death going backwards.
Try to hold it within 2K.
this rail condom might be my new favorite ship for a while. Holy fuck.
I'm at the moment building yeah. So you got 5 or 6 rails?
5 or 6, yeah, depends. I'd
Yeah,
also
I'm
recommend
building
the
one with
thermal
5
vent beam.
hammers.
I wouldn't. Can.
Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna put one of my gimbal lasers on it.
Under attack.
I would just run fixed uses. I mean, like, you gotta remember, the more you use shit fit, the worse it'll perform. But if you wanna shit fit, you can, 'cause it's PvE, you know?
Yeah. So I have people recommended to me a huge fixed
If
beam.
that was a stall.
Yeah.
Critical.
Yeah, you were at like 50 meters
Yeah,
per second
I got real
velocity.
low.
And you can fix that by... Do you know what tricording is?
Using all 3 boosts at once. I mean, using all 3 engines at once, which I
Yeah.
was there.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
was
good.
holding left, I was
You
holding
know,
down, and I
when I
was
was
still
fight-
slow. This thing takes
Well,
a
the
bit.
thing is, like, you might have been holding all the buttons, but with AX, you need to be very proactive.
Yeah.
Like, you need to predict when it's going to do things, so you can sometimes react basically as fast as possible and still be too slow. But that's just practice, don't worry about
Yeah.
it for now.
It is practice, but I saw the range increase, and like 4 seconds after it started range increasing, that's when you counter thrust it.
Yeah, that was when I got a little less focused on trying to keep it in my sights and stopped focusing as much
Yeah.
on the range.
Yeah, the number is basically the most important factor. You don't even
that
need
a-
to be looking at the goid.
Yeah, one tapping
So
power
wait,
plants
the
is so
obsidian
funny.
directive is okay. A mistake. I think I docked at a. No, that's not a stronghold carrier.
I do one last insert, then I pop back to the station to repair an arm.
Under attack. Taking damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're actually dead.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
holy fuck.
Yeah, that was not a particularly good fucking angle to take it.
One. Engage.
Normally I'd take it a bit steep, but I thought that one fired a bit earlier than it did. I mean, honestly, if I died, it's just a faster back.
True.
I have like 200 mil credits. I can just eat the fucking 7 mil rebuy.
You know, a lot of players just blow themselves up at the end of a fight, no matter what.
He
Just 'cause
he
fast.
said he said he had 20 mil credits.
I have 200 mil.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
180.
I was
yeah, you know
Russian.
that's
Also, if you need money, you can usually just ask someone, they'll give it to you. As long as you're doing AX, people are very generous.
I don't want money. People have offered,
Yes.
I have politely declined. I appreciate the offer. I do not exactly want the money though.
the great thing about AX is if you kill one interceptor of any value, you basically get like rebuys for free
Yeah.
forever.
Like if I'm truly desperate, I can just go fucking kill Cyclops. Each Cyclops kill is a rebuy and then like 800k.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Profit.
You know. Yeah, I was about to say just fly around in a condo.
I do have my jump Akanda here.
Not wrong. Yeah, I have a hammer condo. Where's my game?
You know that the hammer will perform worse, right?
No, we've had this discussion.
Okay.
Why?
Huh?
Technically should perform better. Or...
No, it should
So you know where when you're shooting rails, you need to be on target for like 0.1 second. With the hammers, you need to be on target for like 1 second, which
I
is
will try it out.
10x the amount of time.
So yeah, first of all, basically the 3 reasons it's worse is you have to need more time of target, the thermal load isn't worth the extra damage, particularly because you could just have a 6th rail if you want more damage.
Yes.
I mean, a 5 hammer conduit will work, it's just a shit fit, you know?
I mean, it will work better against larger ships.
Smurf, you 2-shot plans no matter what, like, effectively you either 1 or 2-shot plan. Like,
Okay.
It's like me trying to put a fucking third medium on this, saying it'll pop hearts faster, dude.
That's actually a very good analogy. Yeah.
Like, technically, yes. Practically, fucking no.
Also, while you're here, I'm gonna say this one more time before I go off human maxing. I beg you, please, for the love of God, equip a flag. That's it. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I
right.
I have considered the advice. If I don't get this within 3 fucking weeks, I'll put on a flag.
The reason we say is that a lot of people lobotomize themselves by not basically flying flagless. Start from the start.
Actually, I have decided I will listen while I do my household.
Fair enough.
So how is it lobotomizing yourself to do it flagless?
Basically, you want to learn good habits, and it's best to learn how to orbit first, and then learn how to orbit flagless.
I have noticed proper orbiting means you never touch the swarm anyway. It's only when
Yes
you
and
fuck up you
no.
touch the swarm.
Like, to be honest, even in like a perfect, like even the best flagless pilots do have to adjust their orbit to avoid the swarm.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Like a
If I-
sidewinder,
can I
sure.
can I make a point?
Make your point.
Basically, hold on. I'm gonna decrease my range to my PC so you can hear me clearly. Basically, even in the most ideal, perfect orbit, there will be situations, a lot of them, where you have to cancel your orbit or adjust your orbit to avoid the swarm, and it's just by definition not optimal. It's just very badass if you can do it and you save a hard point doing so, but still.
I will say I am comfortable just abandoning an orbit if I don't think it's worth taking or if I think it's too risky.
know,
I have
but,
no
No, no, no,
qualms
but like,
still,
but
Okay, let's all talk at once.
sorry. One last thing. If you're trying to orbit, so you need to practice the orbit, and the easiest way to practice the orbit is if you have one less thing to worry about.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the reason we say learn flagless first is because you just want to focus. Like you know about the
Flag
Cyclops drill,
full.
right? You must have been taught about it. Yeah, flag full, not flagless. You know about the Cyclops drill, right?
What's the Cyclops drill?
Basically, you orbit without shooting a Cyclops constantly.
Oh, I was doing that earlier. You can see in the thing where I was doing that, but I was just keeping it cool with the beam.
Yeah, so it's helpful to have a beam for that, but at the same vein, the build drill is a lot more effective with the flak because effectively you remove all complexity, except you need to look at the goid and keep the range. And that's how you learn to orbit. Because the thing about orbit is if you're reacting to the goid, you're too slow. It has to be muscle memory. Because you're talking about how you tried to tricord out the situation, but you reacted
I
like
was
3-4
I was
seconds as opposed to-
tricording quite a lot longer than you guys give me credit for. I was tricording while stalling.
With respect, I think Era is good enough to notice what thrusters you're pressing. And when. And I wasn't watching, so I can't say for certain, but if he says you were slow, I believe him. And also, that's a very common error to have. Like, if you weren't slow, I would be utterly astonished.
I think I stalled there. Is my thing.
I know, but if you...
Yeah, because I think I rotated too much.
You may have, but the point is, like, orbit is muscle memory. If you can't do it from muscle memory, you more or less can't orbit. Which is why the drill is so pertinent. Like, basically one of the best teachers ever, she's gone now, she left, was Helly, and her thing was, unless you kill a Hydra, the only thing she'd tell you to do is go orbit a Cyclops till you're good at it. TLDR, Flakful is very much worth it. Also take all Mechan advice with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, I've said as much.
He does his stuff his own way, you know?
I told him this already. Just take Mechan's advice with a grain of salt. He's a great pilot, but he has some, questionable advice
Like,
sometimes.
when he told me the Mamba had good lateral thrusters, it's like, I don't think that one's true.
He said that because Mamba can boost orbit. And if it boost orbits, its laterals are pretty torquey just because it's boosting, right?
Every person has told me not to boost orbit.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you should be boost orbiting.
You are the first fucking person to hit a boost orbit. Nobody's even told me
I have
exactly
not
what
told
boost
you to
orbiting
boost
is.
orbit. Please don't tell me I said. Please
Wait,
don't tell me
you
I
just
said
said that.
to
You
do
said I
It's
should be.
it's
No?
Jabba
Oh, you
Jabba. It
misspoke. Then
sounded
you
like it.
misspoke. Okay, good.
Yeah, it sounded
Oh
like
my
you
god,
said
I'm gonna throw my
should.
headset at a wall. Jesus Christ.
Morning.
No, so what I was saying is that the reason Meccan thought that is you can boost in the Mamba. I was saying you should, you can. And if you're mashing the boost button, it is quite talky. But again, don't do that. Can does not mean should. If you learn to boost orbit first, you basically don't learn anything because it's just terrible.
Why is it so terrible?
It's not terrible. It's actually like a boost orbiting crate is really, really, really good. It's not the best way, but it's good. The point is that when you boost orbit, there are about 4 or 5 more things you have to think of. Because first of all, when you boost, you have to boost in pairs, which means basically you boost once to go a direction,
And then you
to
boost to
change your
counter it.
vector. And then yeah, you boost to then stabilize so that you're now back in the blue zone for speed. Which is again a lot to think of. But secondly, you also need to have this idea of boost bleeding, which is basically trying to go one way and then changing up halfway through your boost so that you don't send your boost too far. And the third reason is boost thrust isn't linear, right? When you hit boost, you get a lot of thrust very, very quickly, and you can change direction on a dime.
And then it
And then you
peters
have
out.
the after boost. Yeah, and the point is, in that moment when you boost, you have to be a lot more decisive than you do in regular orbit. So like in a regular orbit, if you hold the wrong button for a couple seconds too long, that's not going to punish you, but if you boost and hold the wrong button, you're in Narnia.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, the long and short of it is Meccan does give very odd advice on occasion. I will say this, he would much rather you learnt his way, and it be this new and inventive thing he's come up with, than you just learn the regular way.
Sometimes I
Right now,
just need to slam my head against a wall until I get
Uh-huh.
it, until it clicks. Y'all go to a
have you watched
basilisk moment.
have you watched the Cold Orbit Bible videos?
I've watched the Cold Orbit Basics and Advanced, and I watched the one that
That's the one.
Meccan sent.
Meccan's one is so-so, but the Heli Melly ones are really, really good. I think the channel name's like Mary Monroe, but it's Heli's videos.
I'll hop onto
Can't
a,
watch his videos. Like,
I'll hop onto the side
It's hard,
pops
sorry.
and see how long I can orbit it.
A good drill, in my you're running 2 M2S, right?
Huh?
You're running 2 medium, 2 small Gauss.
Yeah.
Right? A good drill is to try and kill it with just 1 medium, 1 small Gauss. Because the point is, it basically takes, give or take, about as long as a Basi exit, a little bit quicker. And the heart's it's still a bit squishier. But the point is, it deals a lot less damage to you. So if you fuck up, it's no longer back to the rebuy screen, it's like, okay, well I can reinsert.
This thing isn't that paper thin that one mistake gets me killed.
No, but against like a Basilisk or heaven forbid a Medusa, it really will. Like, if you get lightning against a Medusa, you're toast.
I think I did well trying a Medusa earlier, and I managed to pull away just fucking barely. And then I got
You won't be
fucking
able to get away
flat.
barely, but your modules will be in a hot state.
I
Just
think
keep in
I
mind-
have. I think I have more hull on my hauler than you
Your
have
Coven
on your
Hauler,
full
yes. The Coven
on your
Hauler does
full
have
G,
more hull.
full G5 Mamba.
Well, no, the analogy I was going to say is I fly the Sidewinder a lot, and my Sidewinder has like 10% less hull than yours. I love my Sidewinder.
So true and bathed.
I think it might be my favorite AX ship, unfortunately.
So when going for this, like an engage here, how do I start the orbit from it just kind of fucking sitting there?
What, the start of the fight?
Yeah, at the start of the fight. How do I
flutter my
initiate that
thrusters.
orbit? Okay.
Flutter my thrusters. You don't want to commit too much velocity, but you want to kind of be about as blue as you can while going circular. You know
So,
about neutral position.
neutral position, elaborate.
So, okay, you know how when you're orbiting, if the Goid's going left, you're going left, and if the Goid's going right, you're going right, right?
Yeah.
Like you're matching it you're matching it laterally while orbiting down, so you're kind of going diagonally downwards to its trajectory.
Yeah.
Like that's what a clean orbit is. The point is, if it's not got a trail, you want to be in the neutral position, which is basically going straight down relative to your own ship. And think about that as like, you're American, right?
Yeah.
So think about it like a soccer goalkeeper. standing in the middle of the net,
Oh.
seeing which way the ball will go. Smurf, shut up.
We call it soccer because of Great Britain, anyway. It used to be called soccer in Great Britain. Association football was sorted into sock and then soccer.
Under attack.
You see my point, right? That's what
Yeah.
the neutral position is. It's a very powerful tool. Basically, when you're starting the fight, you want to be in the neutral position, and then depending on what way it boosts, you dive like a goalkeeper.
So, issue with the Mamba.
Mhm.
Its lateral thrusters are so shit I can barely get the orbit going when it's moving.
So in that case, you want to be primarily using your downwards thrusters and using a lot more roll and a lot less lats. However, it still applies.
Because I hold both, and I can still often barely, if even, get it initiated from there.
So I will say I watched Squirg's VOD, and it definitely has the laterals to orbit. It's not like a Type 7, Type 8.
I'm
Type
talking
7,
about
Type
starting
9.
from absolutely no momentum. Like when
You shouldn't be
it's
starting from no momentum.
well, yeah, but when it's scanning me and I'm scanning it, like right there at the beginning of the fight.
Oh, so okay. First of all, you know the back shots thing.
Yeah.
When you start a fight, if you start by shooting it in the back, it takes longer to deploy the swarm, you get more free damage. Basically, your standard fight should go, you're stationary, it scans you, you scan it, it turns around, as soon as it turns around, fire, disable, if you haven't already, disable your flight assistant rail mouse, and then just slowly start fluttering your downwards, until you're kind of in the blue. If you need to up thrust and forward thrust a little bit to keep yourself in range, do that. Obviously still shooting it. And then, in a perfect world, you'll be going straight downwards relative to your ship when it starts moving, like it'll turn to you and boost. Then whichever way it goes, you adjust your orbit based on that and roll into an orbit.
This is just face
I'm gonna
tanking
pull
it.
up the stream. You're going straight backwards.
Yeah, it ended up trying to face tank it, so I was trying to fucking move back and build up a little bit of momentum to the
So
to
as
the
a
left
general
or
rule
down.
of thumb, you only ever want to tap the reverse thrust, and that's only if you're getting way too close.
So how should I go about fixing just staring its face down, just vector matching it?
So what I do is I roll such that my downward thrusters are out. I start counter thrusting any momentum I have relative to my roll, and then basically just try and change vector as fast as possible. This is actually half decent, okay? Okay. This is why I really think flak is good, because like you had a decent thing going on there and there's some teaching points, but because you got missiled you aborted the run. And because you're in a Mamba and not like a Corsair, you can't just tank missiles.
It does let me reinitiate the orbit though, which is probably the part I need to work on the most.
Yeah, but also if you can't hold an orbit for like 30 seconds, there's not really any point getting faster at reinitiating. Especially because rearm chasing on harder interceptors is actually easier counterproductively. Like the Hydra has the easiest rearm chase of them all.
Yeah, I saw that. That was my criticism of Meccan's video. It's like, dude, that is so fucking small. Like it. I would have preferred if you showed the rearm chase against something like a Hydra, where it's really fucking long and awkward.
No, the Hydra has like a 1
what you
second
meant.
or 2 second. Okay.
I mean, I meant Basi. I meant
Yeah.
Basi.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
I
okay.
wasn't gonna.
Basi has
No,
a
I
full
didn't know.
rearm.
I didn't know.
He didn't know, chat. But yeah, again, this
I
is just my
lacked-
opinion, but honestly, if you're doing Cyclops practice, there's an argument to rip one of your gals off and put a flak in, just when you want to get the practice down.
Yeah,
Wait, so true, actually?
yeah, that is actually a decent time to do it. Because in actual fights, I really don't want to give up a Gauss. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to give up the laser or the Gauss.
No, no,
Well, put it
definitely,
this way,
definitely.
If you held a gun to my head and told me I was flying in a Mamba, I'm flying with a flak and no beam.
Yeah. But yeah, for real fights, you don't really want to take off Gauss. But since you're
Absolutely not,
practicing
no.
anyway,
Yeah, but I mean, I really not fond of the idea of giving up the beam.
The beam really isn't that necessary. I mean, like, it's nice to strip shields, which is, again, nice. But when you're still at the learning level, like, you shouldn't really be concerned about how fast you kill things. You should be concerned with getting the kill.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound very harsh, but in reality, the beam is a crutch.
Under attack.
I wouldn't go as far as
It's
crutch,
definitely,
it's nice to
definitely
have
not,
that.
definitely not the worst crutch, and like a very acceptable tool to use. But you do not, absolutely do not want to like rely on it.
I will interject slightly and say it's not always a crutch, but it definitely can be used as one.
Like,
So
like,
before
why I say that? Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
With that Rearm chase there, you boosted, knowing it was going to turn away, and you ended up in Narnia. What was the plan? Like, that's not a sarcastic comment, brother. I want to know what your thought process was.
More just using it as a re-entry. To try to get this into trying to get another re-entry, although this is too fast to be able to be a good re-entry practice.
That's kind of my point, is the Mamba is really fast. Do you have a handy landing gear bind?
I don't know. I could rebind it.
I mean, L
Uh,
is fine. No, it's
I
fine.
have it.
L is
I
not
have it
fine.
on caps lock, which is very nice.
Having gear bound somewhere is very handy, because landing gear halves your speed, as you know, right? That
Yeah.
applies to boost as well.
Yeah,
So effectively, you can use the boost to change vectors really fucking quickly, but you don't actually go too fast.
yeah.
Especially in a Mamba where going too fast is a problem.
I've done that a couple times. I should rebind that to something a bit more convenient to press.
Because put it this way, I wouldn't. If I had to rearm chase in a Mamba, I'd be landing gear doing it. You can do it with counter thrusting and just making artificial range. You see that time you didn't boost and you kind of got a much more pleasant rearm.
Yeah.
It's because the problem is you're zooming way past it, and sure you have decent speed for a reinsert, but you have no range. So there's basically no reinsert. Navia, let me know when you want to wing up. I'll be in system.
I just finished the last mission. I'm coming back to the system and then I'm good.
I found a conflict zone. It's against Yuri Grom. Are we happy with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is I'm almost permanently holding left and down to try to get
Yes.
the momentum.
So in an orbit, you want to be holding down or up basically all the time. Well, you could flutter and let go a little bit, but usually you want to be doing one or the other. And the reason you're always holding left is for the simple reason of your lats suck, so you need a lot of lats to get work done.
Yeah.
I'm not holding them. Like, there will be times where actually holding the other lat is important because you need to counter thrust.
Yeah, like, unless I'm counter thrusting, it's almost always I'm holding it down and I don't know if I need to do it less or if I should be doing that.
So, one of the downsides of the Mamba as a learning tool is it's really, really hard to overuse your laterals because they're just not great. I will say this, you're saying they're not great a lot, they're not egregious. Like, I've seen ships with downwards thrusts worse than the Mamba's lats, and they're still better. Like, they're still not better, they're still orbitable.
That was actually really clean, by the way.
It was a very shallow orbit, but it was okay. Yeah, I was worried about stall.
No, you actually recovered that really well.
Yeah, you're a bit late on the reaction there for the missiles, but...
Yep, I was a bit late. That is entirely on me.
I'd blow your ship, to be honest. Your modules are going to be in a sorry state.
Programming landing drone.
Remember, he only has 200 mil to blow.
Oh, in that case, if you don't want to blow, you can go rearm, but still.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna pop its heart.
Fair enough.
Because the biggest issue is that it gets disgustingly messy trying to combine the two. I
Yep,
can
that is
shoot,
usually
or I
the
can
case.
shoot, or I can orbit. I can't do both.
Well, that's
That
why we're
is
using
usually
fixed
the
beam.
case.
So, the secret life hack is, right? You've been fixed beaming it this whole time, right? Fixed beam, right? Just
Yeah.
sure. So it's been on the center of your screen this whole time.
Yeah.
If you just think about your orbit the same way you were with the beam, except instead of holding the beam button, you click the shoot button, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I know, it sounds obvious.
It's just
but,
they get really it just gets really messy because I know what you're talking
No,
about. Again, I used to fly ESFs and planets, so I got to do shenanigans like that.
my point is, it is purely psychological. And don't get me wrong, everyone has this issue, so it's not like I'm slagging you off. But the only time you should ever really be missing anything is on the heart snipe.
Heat sink deployed.
Yeah, where I fucking... Holy shit, I missed it.
It's okay. These things happen. You remember you got 40 seconds to land like 3 shots.
Under attack. Warning. Temperature
There we go.
critical. Programming landed drone.
I'm used to the Basi where I actually do need to just jet the fuck out at full speed so it doesn't catch me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Basi
Classic.
shouldn't be faster than you anyway. Boost, right?
It's not faster than boost, but it's just barely faster than max forward.
If it's barely, yeah, that's very lucky. Normally, most ships don't outspeed any Thargoids max forward.
This outspeeds everything but the Basi forward. Like, I had
That's
to
about right, yeah.
slow down to pace it.
Yep.
And this is
You
with
know the
2 engine
eject-
pips.
So first things first, just out of habit, I'd advise doing this backwards, not forwards. I mean, I know that we need to boost slightly to maintain range against a Basi, but in my opinion, it's better to flip, just because if you have an eye on the goid, you can
For
see
the
when it's
reverse
waking
gear.
out.
If I'm within 4, it's ever waking out, and it will all... I've noticed it always tries to turn a little bit. If I'm
Yes.
just going straight and it turns, I know boost, flip, hit it with a beam, and then fuck off again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you see how you have 490 reverse ski speed, which is egregious.
Yeah.
So, okay, careful. The way I do range, right, is keep in mind that all interceptors except Basi go 450 anyway. I sit at like kind of 460 backwards until I get to about 6k range, the range of my beam. I then slow down to about 440, 435, and let it catch up to 4k and then back up again.
Yeah, I try to-
alternate my range.
I keep it between 3.5 and 4.
3.5 is a little bit close, particularly if you're doing multiplayer instances, because you can actually get shot at that range sometimes.
I'm not doing
4
multiplayer
is again-
instances.
And
I
if
know,
you're
but even
holding
then-
it that close, then
If you make a
you-
mistake, it's just not worth it.
Programming
Yeah.
landed drone.
Also, I
Also,
cannot
remember,
stress
inserts
this out.
are,
Taking damage.
Yeah.
inserts are much cleaner from 6k than they are at 4k.
Oh yeah, no, when I'm actually inserting, I boost out. I boost out when I insert.
That is a way of doing it. The reason I critique this is that having a good pacing of your own reverse key helps with just psychologically pacing the fight in your brain. But if it works for you, it's not my worst problem to have.
A lot of the time,
Which
but
goes to the reason.
if I need to pay attention to where it is, I prefer to use the radar, just so I can always keep track of the Thargon and where it is. Especially on Basi attempts, since you do need to keep track of where the Thargon is in relation to it. I
When
tend
you
to
say
use the
Thargon,
radar.
what do you mean? The swarm?
Yeah,
Or
the Thargon. There's only one thing named Thargon.
I know, but it's Thargon.
Argon
it's plural.
Swarm.
That's why I was confused.
Oh yeah, when I say Thargon, you guys kind of know I'm talking about the Thargon swarm.
Well, you were talking in the singular, so I thought you meant the interceptor. That's why I was curious.
Well, yeah, it's like if I say Thargoid, you know I'm talking about the interceptor, and when I say
I know, but that's why
Okay.
no one calls it a Thargon. That's why I was asking.
Oh, because like they have no plural, and Thargon is a word that by itself is plural. It's like
No.
deer.
No.
Oh, it's singular. It's one
No.
drone.
Well, yeah, but
The
it's
same
like
way you say a herd of deer, singular, not a herd of deers, plural.
yeah.
It's
But you
Thargons.
can also
However,
refer to
Thargons exist.
deer as deer singular and deer plural. It's like
Thargon is the singular and Thargons is the plural. There is not multiple Thargon, but
Let's
yeah,
not
let's
even
move on.
roll about etymology, but
Yeah.
the point is, no one else
Yeah.
calls it that, and that's why I asked.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because you never know what weird things people say to new players and they pick it up.
Like if I say something, it's mostly terminology that just makes sense to me. Like when I say aggressive for the swarm, that's just you pass over it, you touch them, and they become aggressive. They suddenly try to suicide kill you. That's much more aggressive like behavior.
Yeah,
So
I
for
mean,
me, that
the only
checks
reason
out.
you got picked up, I'm assuming you got picked up on that, which is why you're bringing it up. The only reason someone would have is because there's agitated, which is you've flown through it and it's about to murder you, and there's enraged, which is where it's gonna fucking murder you, like full kamikaze.
That is basically, that's a very good way of describing it. Oh, that was such a base way to describe it. So this is a pretty clean orbit, but it's a pretty not that tight.
Yeah, I was getting a bit farther away.
Yeah. So how often do you look at the number out of interest?
Doing
On
this,
the,
I'm practicing it a lot. I was a bit worried about where the Thargon were there, so I wasn't watching it as much that time as I was others.
Again, not to
Please,
dead horse.
please do not
Yeah,
fight
not to
Thargon.
dead horse. Not to.
Not a dead horse, but this is why flak is so.
Yeah,
good to
it's
teach
why flak.
because you're worried so much about the swarm when I want
Not-
to just get the orbit clean.
Not really. Most of the time, I'm
I
not really
have-
worried about it.
Every minute I've seen you orbit, you've done some adjustment because of the Thargon.
Stop,
I'm not.
stop,
Then
Charles,
it's not
please
even.
stop. We're
Then
not.
it's, that it's not even.
We're not
conscious.
doing this.
Most of the time, I don't really give a
That's
shit
if it's
where
not
they are.
conscious, That's a problem.
Yeah, most of the time, I don't give a shit where they are. I don't think I'm adjusting around it too much. If I'm really concerned where they are, you'll see me boost out of the way.
No, but that's what I mean. Is you've had to call off a fair few runs.
This was pretty
I mean,
good.
if you don't adjust according to the swarm's location, then you're just gonna agitate it.
That is
You just
actually
like
fair.
blind the orbit.
Yes, and that
Also,
is the
it's-
reason why when you're practicing, you should get rid of the swarm.
Yeah. For practicing,
flak
I'm not arguing the thing about getting rid of them while practicing. In live runs, I don't think it's.
It all
Well,
depends.
yeah.
In live runs, it all depends on what you're doing.
I mean, put it this way: flakless, you're gonna have a bad time against a Hydra. Give it a bit of good adjustment. I like the fact you notice if your case you currently you're pretty close to aligning with it. So how do we deal with that? Nice.
You rotate a
He
little bit.
dealt with it.
To be fair, it kind of chain helped you out there too, but still.
I mean, he rolled perfectly and tricorded downright, so
It
that
was
was
the
pretty
correct
good.
call, but it was about 5 or 6 seconds too late, which is why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
Under attack.
I'm gonna slingshot here, but that was the intention to slingshot.
Using up thrust here, right?
Yep, I am.
Good. Just making sure. Nice. Be careful, you're actually a little bit slow, so maybe give it a roll. No, you're fine.
Yeah, most of the time, I'll say I don't really care where the Thargon swarm is, because if I
Is
need
this
to know
about-
where it is, it shoots at me, and I just think of where it is there, or I see it on the radar, because I can see it. I can see roughly where it is in the corner of my eye. Whenever it gets too close to my ship, you'll see that's when I disengage and just boost out.
Yeah, but that's the point, is that when you're bright, yeah, you get it. I mean, you can fly flakless, it's just a case of you have so little hull and more importantly so few module like integrity to deal with, because you've got such a itty bitty AFM. So, 1 second.
Under attack.
Stalled.
So one thing I'm gonna say, and it's gonna sound pretty obvious, but a stall is not like a singular thing. It's the result
It's a
of
culmination.
multiple
Yeah,
actions.
it's a culmination
Yeah.
of failures.
Okay, good. Just so you know that.
Fresh swarm. It's aggravated.
What do you mean by
Not
that?
all stalls
error?
are. I mean that not all stalls are equal, and being stalled does not mean you necessarily cannot unstall and
The,
have to
the
abandon
drone,
attack
the
run.
swarm was aggravated.
Okay.
Okay,
I fucked
yeah.
off for a very specific reason there. I stalled and an aggravated
just
swarm was
saying, just
approaching
saying.
behind. I had to.
No, just saying because I've seen you do it a bunch of times.
You know, when I stall, oftentimes I will just fuck off to to practice the
Yeah.
engage like this again.
Fair. Also, there's a setting in the menus where you can disable triggering the chat when you hover over it.
I might need to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop watching now. Era, you're in charge.
No, I need to clean my flat. I thought you were
I'm
doing it.
murdering things in a conflict zone.
Have you
Poor
tried
Jean
not
Sheva.
being flat? Have you tried being thick?
I don't think you can live in a thick, unfortunately.
Yep, I get lightning.
Me when I live in a thick instead of a flat.
Okay, why did that int there? Why did those
What
guys
actually is the
int?
polar opposite of flat? It's not
Busty?
fake. I guess.
Commanded drone.
So
round.
why did those aggro? I didn't touch the swarm that time.
Yeah, round is
Uh,
actually true.
Depends. There's a few ways that the swarm can not be de-aggroed when you fly through it. Did you aggro it and de-aggro it?
It spawned. It spawned. That was a new one. That was a new swarm.
Oh, wow, okay. So did you kamikaze the last one out? What happened to the last one? Well, you don't have flax, obviously you did.
It
Yeah,
yeah.
very occasionally it can do that.
Okay.
Programming limbit drone.
Options, controls, shift controls, targeting.
How fast is the swarm?
I don't know. Not barely faster than I would. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to spread misinfo.
Is it
For sure, it's
possible
like
to?
360 when it's enraged, and then
Can I kill the Thargon with a beam laser?
like
No. I mean, yes, technically, but practically no, because they are resistant to human damage. By the time you manage it, it will spawn another swarm because of enraged hammer, put it that way.
I was wondering about like maybe fitting their numbers using something like that.
No,
I
like,
got
even if
touched.
you might be able to take out 2. Maybe.
What men will do to avoid flak?
What men will do to save their precious C4 fucking beam laser.
To be honest, yeah.
500 meters per second to 360. Sorry, Jabba.
Yeah, it's very so the 360 is probably when it's in missile formation.
Yeah.
Yay, my game crashed.
Yeah, that's about right, because I know that swarms are faster than all interceptors except basilisks.
That is such a good point, actually.
We don't want them spreading misinformation.
No.
But I want to
Before I
spread
spread-
misinformation. She has some thick fucking thighs.
I blame the
seen her?
Vicky.
Under attack.
What?
Before I spread misinformation, I'd rather not spread any. Also, that
wouldn't
was a
spread
pretty diabolical
misinformation?
thing to say. I'm gonna spread Jabba's mama's legs.
Oh, is his mother
It's only funny when I do it,
misinformation?
people.
Oh, come on, Jabba.
No, it's only funny when I do it.
It's not funny
Wait, you
when do
spread
it.
your mother's legs?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
wait, what? Yes! English is a beautiful language.
What the fuck?
Why do you find it funny when you spread your mother's legs, dude?
Yeah, let's hop her on this point, that's not weird.
How is this orbiting?
I'm not watching,
So
sorry.
far, so good. Keep the trail on one side. You're putting it down again. Yep. See how you instantly recovered?
Yeah, rolling is weird with these keybinds.
So it is definitely possible to keep the trail going down, but I think it's very hard.
I did not end up going where I thought I would.
Many such cases.
I thought I was going to force an overshoot there. I did not force an overshoot. Tighten the orbit.
Is anybody doing the CGs?
Yeah, I'm in one right now.
What power are you?
He's
in?
Alyssa Lavigny Duval.
No, I'm not.
Jerome Archer.
Yeah.
So based.
Third
Oh.
activation.
Oh, fuck. Ah, okay.
Who are you?
What about you?
I'm Imperial.
Sorry, I defected yesterday.
Which one?
Same.
Oh, nice.
Are you ALD
Like the-
or her sister?
The worst, the Denton
Dent-
one.
You know what? Denton's better than blue hair.
Yep. Even though he's probably... Oh, never mind.
He's just the admiral of the Navy, right?
I don't know.
I know, but at least he isn't the Kuma one, you know?
So true.
Although
Well,
I
my
would
Ashling
let
haters.
ALD hit me with a fucking bat, dude.
Huh.
You know the difference between AD
With
and
A.
ALD?
ALD, not
Hey,
A.
hey,
Yeah,
hey.
Alyssa
You know
Lavigny.
that AD is the blue-haired
So I
chick?
have a question.
Alyssa Lavigny, the brunette.
A
Oh,
hammer?
right, so based.
Mob said words? What do you want?
Would you let ALD hit you with a hammer?
Yes.
This might be a good time to lose my mental shit by banning Smurf.
Jabba, were you there yesterday when Smurf argued that slavery in-game is
Yep.
good? He got dumb fucked for it.
like all meme, and
I
say
think so,
shit
yeah.
like, "Have they tried being free?" But like, dude, was he actually trying to argue? Wait, so like, are there people who actually fucking argue it's good, not ironically? Like, when I'm saying shit like, "Yeah, have they tried simply
No,
being
in-game,
free?"
in-game.
Okay.
No, in-game.
Yeah.
I mean, like in games,
So,
like I'll say,
let's move on from the topic. Let's not be
you know,
weird.
because I'll say shit like, "Yeah, no, have they simply tried being free? If they didn't want to be slaves, why haven't they simply tried not being that?"
Let's move on from the topic.
How was that re-entry?
Pretty good, but you didn't finish it yet? It was pretty good until you started losing range, because you were scared of holding W.
Under attack.
I thought it was gonna close in faster than it did.
Yeah.
I was trying to let it come to me. Don't chase the Thargosi, let the Thargosi chase you.
I mean, yeah. That is unfortunately a sentence.
This is crazy.
Those are words, you made it like the combination, but you understood the meaning.
I decided between that and what a terrible day to have ears, but the other one was funnier.
One day I want to not be able to read.
Just don't have eyes.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
So true,
Go to
actually.
Mars.
Exactly.
Did you try Elite in
How was
VR?
that re-entry?
Elite in VR is fun.
Pretty good, pretty good. Now keep it up, though.
Under attack.
I'm fucking holding W, man! It doesn't want to get
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
closer.
you're doing it, you're doing it.
I'm doing it!
Up and forward. Yeah. That was an unfortunate rearm.
I mean, no, that gives me a chance to break the swarm.
Yeah. So, do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
I don't know how it is in other countries, but here in Germany, you learn when you take your driver's license tests, basically you learn that when you go on the highway, you do it really fast. You don't want to spend any more time on the insert than
Yeah,
you have to.
don't want to merge slow.
And that is basically what you do in orbiting as well. You don't, you
actually
want
a
to
really good
insert
way of putting it.
fast.
How is this one? How is this orbit?
Very shallow, but very good.
Have you watched the insert video?
No.
There's a video that teaches a universal insert, it's called, where basically it works for all medium ships.
Oh,
I boosted out too late.
Basically, the faster you insert, the cooler you are.
That was
No,
only
not-
the
not-
second
not-
one I've been
not
able
velocity.
to fucking yank it out of.
Not velocity, but like the less time you spend on insert, the more coolness factor you have.
Programming laser drone.
That was one of the... That was the only time the Cyclops ever grabbed me that I wasn't able to simply rip out of.
I don't know how it is for the Mamba, but on the Chieftain you can get away when you insert with just holding W until you're in range and then not doing that.
No, if you're inserting in the Mamba, you have to be pre-moving. You have to be holding your fucking down and left. or you are not inserting, you are slamming into its skull.
No, no, yeah, obviously. I'm just talking about forward, backward.
As in, yeah, the forward thrust control. You should get away with that on a Mamba, because actually its forward thrust is quite nice.
Oh, you know, it has a really strong forward thrust. I probably
Right
misunderstand
now?
exactly what you're talking about.
Integrity compromised. Under attack. Taking damage.
It makes more sense if you know the insert tutorial we're talking about.
How is this insert?
Good. Now keep it up though, which you are. Very good. Roll slightly to the right.
That is such an awkward fucking thing to do with how fucking big my hands are.
Good. Canceling your momentum actually helped you there. Basically unintentionally did the neutral position. Okay, in this case, just hold forward and up. You see how the space dust is going hard down?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Keep holding W and up.
I'm holding down.
That's why you're losing range.
Under attack.
If I wanted to be orbiting it up there, I would have need to...
No,
Shoot,
not
trying to shoot.
orbiting up, just thrusting up.
Oh, you know, I was thrusting up. I was using my vertical thrusters down, holding forward.
Well,
That's not thrusting up. You know you need to counter thrust upwards sometimes in a downwards orbit, right?
Not entirely sure when to do that.
Basically,
when
if
the
you're
space
going hard
dust-
down,
yeah.
and you basically, if you think about it, if you're going blue speed and perfectly down, and then you want to go left a bit, right a bit, or forward a bit, right? You're gonna benefit by actually tapping a little bit upwards.
Actually, I'm holding quite a bit upwards when I do it. But not, yeah. And now you're, but that was like too much.
Yeah.
But now we have figured out a key part on keeping range control for you.
Because you think about it, the faster downwards you're going, the wider your orbit's going to be, the more range you're going to lose. So sometimes slowing down your orbit a little bit does just make it so you gain range. Not always, though.
Programming landed drone. Repairing bit successful. Taking damage. Under attack.
Mini care package acquired. Yo, who can I hear in the background?
Remember what I said about trying to establish a clean orbit before attacking? This is exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
You thought you had a good orbit and you instantly started attacking, but you were actually drifting out so far.
Yeah.
And you gotta understand that once you have like an unstable orbit, it's really hard to stabilize it. Which is why inserts are so important.
Programming landed drone.
I'm pretty sure my ass is in solo, so give me a second.
Oh, no problem.
Heat sink deployed.
Alright. I'm gonna do some household stuff so I can only listen.
There was a Cobra Mark III that had like 2% hull and no shields. Sorry, 2% hull and full shields, and the shields just regenerated. I just clicked on it and it exploded.
Classic.
Heat sink deployed.
Coke
Actually-
3.
Nah, It's not a Cobra 3. We respect the Cobra 3 a lot. It is Cobra. It doesn't even get called the Penis 3. I won't stand for that.
The penis 3. Yeah, it's really not a penis.
It's more of a schlong.
I think Penis 5 is one of the funniest things I've come up with. I don't care.
Kind of funny.
And yet you
But
know exactly
why?
what I'm talking about.
Is it funny because penis?
Respectfully,
maybe
yes.
you're funny because penis.
No, I think he's unfunny because of penis.
Oh no.
How would you say my orbits are? Do you think they're decent enough to have at least a chance at killing a basilisk?
Basilisk definitely, but Basilisk's
yeah.
weird. Like, it sounds weird, right? It's the first thing you're gonna learn when you kill this Basilisk was, holy shit, that wasn't that hard. Like, AX is very much like that. Like, the better you get, the worse you feel.
True, but at the same time, it's also true that the step up from Basilisk to Medusa is much less than from Cyclops to Basilisk.
I don't know, I disagree. I've always disagreed with that, but maybe that's just me.
For
kind of
me,
phased through my-
me, I was hard stuck on Basilisk for like a week, and then I did Medusa in like 3 tries.
I killed Medusa and I killed like Basilisk and the Cyclops on like the first day, and then Medusa was like when I actually had to learn something, you know.
I mean,
checkpoint
I guess
are
it
there?
differs.
It depends a little bit, because in my mind, you can still, like, if you just want to kill a Basilisk, you can kind of shit fuck it, but then a Medusa's the first one that'll slap you up if you try stupid things. But some people get slapped up because they don't try shit fucking, and if you don't try shit fucking, then yeah, the hard part is Basi.
Sheer fucking?
Shit's fucking, like, doing it wrong.
Basically putting your no. I've decided I will not finish my sentence.
That's probably for the best.
Your mom's for the best. Yeah, take that. Jabba.
Heatsink deployed.
I'm brushing my teeth, relax.
Heatsink deployed. Warning.
Team is being weird. I don't know.
Critical. Programming limit drone.
So the exert is long enough. The exert time, or the time the heart is exerted, is long enough that you can
Yeah,
do a
great.
clean reinsert into another orbit instead of coping with the slingshots.
You know, at that point, it was just me trying to fucking double shot
Yeah.
it so I could stop doing the fucking swarm.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, I was just trying to kill it so I
like-
could fuck off and repair for a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought I was out of toothpaste, so I thought I was gonna have to go toothbrushless this morning, and I managed to squeeze out like half a toothbrushless.
See, I can, look, he goes toothbrushless, I can go flatless.
That is pretty good analogy because nobody would ever want to go toothbrushless. So go don't toothpasteless, whatever. So do not go. Yeah, in fact, so you should also.
I did not go toothpasteless.
The moral of that story is, so he should not go flackless.
I agree. I also could have used soap if I felt that way inclined, which is a good metaphor for flagless flame.
Hope.
Washing your mouth with soap is a good L.
Under attack.
I mean, toothpaste.
Did
is
I hear
mostly
that
soap,
right?
Taking damage.
Well, you
technically.
definitely heard that right, but I might have been being sarcastic, but you never know.
Programming limit drone.
Hope.
He's a New Zealander, you never know.
Yeah.
What? War?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm a New Zealander.
Yeah, he's from
Java?
Canada.
Are you a Kiwi?
Yeah, why do you think our swarm instances have been so bad ping-wise? It's because I'm secretly in New Zealand.
Yeah, he's Austrian.
It's Smurf's fault.
It's
Austrian?
New Zealand.
That is not near New Zealand.
Yeah, he's Prussian.
Yes. Yes, the famous kangaroo schnitzel.
You know, there's a
So
whole
true.
thing about tourists going to Austria thinking it's Australia.
Very true.
I didn't know he was French.
Me when I go to Österreich instead of Australia.
I actually knew that.
Let's go. My goat.
How was
As
that
part of my
insert?
year 8 German. We did Deutschland.
Oh, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking don't.
Ja, natürlich.
Yeah, I don't.
I haven't rearmed in like a day and a half, and I haven't even used half my fuel. This condo rules, man. Navi, did you put preems on it? Oh no, you're not running a railcon. Bad.
No, yeah.
Yeah, don't put preems on your Eagle.
On my MC for like plus 10%, you know?
No.
I'm gonna put a
It's the fucking
premium
worst
ammo inside the speed
premium
laser.
on the planet.
Pop.
So how do I target my teammate?
There should be a bind for that.
Yeah, I'm setting them up.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
see
because I've
Crucis
got a
goes
heal
to-
beam. If you just go wee woo, I'll give you a heal beam, okay?
Okay. And then target. How do I target your target?
That's another
Should be a
key
bind
bind.
for it, yeah. Target wingman.
Go.
Select teammate's target.
Right there, you
Teammates.
tri-corded out of it pretty well.
It's gonna be this.
Alright,
Alright,
teach
there
him
we
how to quad cord.
No, not the forbidden quad cord.
Heatsink deployed.
He's not ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think you're quite ready for quad cording. Enemy spec ops?
Enemies backups. Watch your six, commanders.
Under attack.
Oh no, there are lists of followers.
I got the spec ops on me, that's really annoying. Oh, the whole spec ops are on me, that's so annoying. Okay, never mind, they backed off for a second.
Yeah, I took aggro from one of them, I think. You could also like say change if you're changing a target.
Huh? I could, but
You also say,
generally
like-
I'm gonna shoot
yeah.
things until they die.
Yeah. If you do, like, you could say change.
Yeah, I will. The only reason I changed that is because there was a spec ops that wasn't on me and a spec ops that was, and I swapped
Yeah.
the one that was. Okay, he's dead.
Under attack.
I'm so sad that I bought a standing desk for Black Friday and it's gonna be delivered on Monday. And I also bought like the thing you put on top. I don't know the English word, like the wooden
Mouse
part,
turret?
whatever.
That's so goofy.
But anyway, the point being that
Yeah,
this
spec ops.
only arrives on the 24th.
Damage.
That sucks. Of December?
I'm not. Yes,
That is an L.
it is. No, the 24th of November.
Heatsink deployed.
That's
Do
why
you
I asked.
remember the 20th night of September?
Fuck, I'm out of range.
Under attack. Programming landing drone. Heatsink deployed.
Thing is actually gaining shields when I'm shooting it. If
How
you're
did
not.
I fucking lose an interdiction as a player? As my latency too bad?
You washed.
Shields down.
Yeah.
So Python
Bad news.
specifically are somewhat resistant to the rail conda?
Condas are resistant to the rail conda.
Taking
Nah,
down.
Railconda's not as bad as Pythons.
I
Well, yeah, they're
disagree,
not
but that is just my
Mambas.
subjective experience. No, we're talking about like something entirely not AX.
Yeah. And I'm saying it's not as good as that because it's not a Mamba. As we all know, the Mamba's the best PvE ship in the game.
I don't know why, I just had experienced severe physical pain. I think I need to lie down.
Name one activity that something is better than the Mamba in.
Where is the fucking
Exploration.
like power?
No.
Oh, there we go.
I would argue with facts and logic, holy shit.
Yeah, what's one thing that any ship does better than the Mamba?
Everything, basically.
Prove
What
it.
is the Mamba good at? Except
Everything.
like maybe racing, but even that you just take a small.
Is that Python still alive?
Yeah, it is. For some reason,
wow.
I don't understand.
I thought the power plant. I thought it started spinning.
It is at 0%.
So the way it works with the power plant is you need to shoot it when it's planted to trigger its death.
Okay.
I thought it started spinning, so I thought it died. Anyway, I'm just gonna mow this guy down, and I'll be right back with you.
I've gotten to the point
Oh,
where
there we
I
go.
can,
I can just
hull it with
multi-cannon it, I think.
just one set of the just one set of the guns. Although killing the heart with just one set of guns is a issue. That might
I
also
mean-
just be because I'm used to using scanners and I don't have one on this guy.
Do you know where the hard hitbox is?
Kinda.
Yeah, there's just backups there.
Actually, even easier question. Do you know what micro gimbal is?
I know what micro gimbal is.
Okay, so you can
The
use
small
that
Gauss has
to... Yeah, your small Gauss has micro gimbal, and you can use that to target the heart.
Oh
I
yeah,
need
it's
to
not in
stop
range anymore.
procrastinating. What? Oh, did you kill a heart?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off.
Plant dead.
Heat sink deployed.
Nice.
Nice. What am I doing now? Spec Ops, wing beta. Where you at?
I'm not sure how much I'm helping, but this is so much
No,
fun.
it's fine. No, as long as you're having fun, I don't care. Like, it's... The only downside to PvE is it does get samey after a while, so just having someone to enjoy it with
Yeah.
is just, like, worth it, you know? And also Railconda.
That's fair.
Dude, look at the damage, man. Oh, I'm out of range, that's why I'm doing no damage. Land one.
Were there only medium intensity power conflict zones in this?
Yeah, they're all
system?
medium.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, if you, as long as you're proccing things, there's a Cobra 4. This Cobra 4 is about to die.
Under attack.
Justinian, did you try cargo scuba boosting or landing gear boosting?
Yeah,
I have
we've
not
talked about
tried
this.
that yet. I will be rebinding before I try that.
Okay.
Please, please, while you're at it, rebind your silent running. I think if you have no other key on, like no other bind on the T key, that is very convenient one.
Heat sink deployed.
Wow.
Hull
Okay.
integrity
That was fast.
confirmed.
I'm gonna murder this Warzone correspondent.
Programming limit drone.
Don't murder your ones.
Look, if their faction didn't want them to die, why don't they have better ships? Why are they so easy to kill for a fully fit warship?
So true, actually.
I don't see the other Warzone correspondents. Oh, they left.
It's almost like they think militaries don't shoot journalists.
Dude, that's a #1 target, right?
Propaganda is only good if it's your propaganda.
Exactly.
Are you actually dealing damage to the plant? Hell yeah. Okay, it's dead. Is that not satisfying just to see like 5 rails converge on something's plant and it just perish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would turning off the mediums and just using both my smalls be good practice against the Cyclops?
Yeah, that's very common
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
So the one small Cyclops drill is a really, really good practice for
No,
intermediate
two
pilots.
smalls.
I'm well aware. I was saying that the one small drill is very common for intermediate pilots, so 2 small is good for beginners. Like,
Because
yeah,
it
the
feels
one small
awful just using one.
Yeah, it does. The one small Cyclops drill is basically like what every Kill the Medusa aspiring Hydra player does.
Repair limpet successful. Programming limpet drone.
You know what? This is my last limpet. I'm just gonna kill the fucking thing. That's my last repair limpet. I'm just gonna kill it for the fucking rebuy. Whew.
Please get planted. There we go.
Oh, the swarm enraged. You know what? I guess I deserve that. The swarm enraged. I didn't expect it.
Swarm classic.
Yeah, that was an enraged swarm. I was unaware. I was unaware of its game.
You lacked critical knowledge.
What about you?
You know, fastback.
You're AK.
You know, intentional.
Okay, I'm changing my target. He's coming. Oh no, he's far as well. No, I'm just gonna look back into the center of the conflict zone. How about you? You'll do.
I should clearly sell my Panther Clipper Mark II to pay the $7 million.
Not.
Yeah, especially if it's engineered.
Yeah, I only have 200 million. Does rebuy 7 mil? That's a fully engineered Panther Clipper. I should just sell it.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
And then take out a loan.
Do you have a gimbal multi on that, Navi?
Yeah, I do.
You see the power of emissive, right?